I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 191 centimeters tall with a reach of 198. And they'll be facing Muhammad Ali. They call him the Louisville Lip. Muhammad Ali, formerly known as Cassius Clay. He's undefeated. This is Muhammad Ali. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Looking to land the hook. Hook misses. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. They're both trying for a knockout. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt.
Terrible round that is. Come on.
On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
As a flat-footed fight, if you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punching. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? The typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's gonna be confident. You gotta take that confidence.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Down the middle, can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. Breathe.
Vary up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
In the gaps will appear. You were thinking. You were smart.
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Right. You're starting to make mistakes.
in there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? A perfect counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That hook won't score. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one.
Come on, switch on. Switch.
On to the 4th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here. Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
It's bombs away!
To the neutral corner.
That hook doesn't score. These punches coming from every angle.
Finish.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
That right hook catching air. No rest for the weary.
Be clever. What are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your gloves.
His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Just take the round off. Win the round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious.
Breaking his heart.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You're starting to make me.
Give him any free shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking there for what.
Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this.
See it, and he'll ride it out. Go.
On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, good shot. Good shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
It's all offense, all the time.
Good work. Jab, jab, jabs,
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Well, this fighter has been down twice.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big swing and a miss with the hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. That hook just can't find the target. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
That's it. His legs have gone. His legs have gone.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? He is down big time on the...
Focus. Big deep breaths.
There's the bell to start round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. They've avoided neither fighter willing to. So it is a TKO win here, no doubt about the outcome.
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost. Not by a cut, not by a TKO.